20 years ago, I had somebody decided to out me to every place I'd ever been connected to the Adventist church. They sent all kinds of things because they really wanted to disrupt my life. And this happened at the same time that the little church that I had attended for 30 years in the backwoods of New England had gotten a new pastor and a new head elder. And they were very particular and very particular, and they didn't want anything that wasn't rigidly Seventh-day Adventist to be part of their church. So I got a phone call at work one day that said that the following Tuesday, were going to start procedures to disfellowship me. And at that point in time, I still wanted to be a Seventh-day Adventist. I didn't want to be disfellowshipped. And I freaked out. So, and I don't remember why I called Floyd. I mean, he and I have been close pretty consistently for a long time, so it would make sense I might have called him. And I always thought of him as somebody that would know resources to keep me safe, or resources that might help me. So I called up Floyd. This was a Thursday night. I called up Floyd. I said, Floyd, they're about to start disfellowshipping me in my little New England church. I'm not ready to leave the Adventist church. Do you have any idea of what options I've got? And Floyd said, give me just a minute. And so I hung up, and he called Mitch at the Glendale City Church and said, listen, this is what's happening with Catherine. They're working on disfellowshipping. Do you have any idea, could you be helpful to her? So within an hour, I get a call from Mitch, who I've never met in my life, didn't know. And he said, listen, I hear that that this is happening to you and you're not ready to leave the Adventist church. And do you have any way that we can help? And I said, is there any way that I could be a member of your church? And he said, sure, we can do this. This is a Thursday night. And so what I heard later was he checked with Dave Ferguson, I guess, to make sure I'm not a serial killer and otherwise in good standing as a human being. Dave Ferguson said, okay. By Sabbath morning, bless the Glendale City Church. By Sabbath morning, they had a vote. They brought me in on profession of faith. I was a member of their church in less than 48 hours. They acted that fast to save somebody who was scared. And I will never forget this, and I will always be grateful that Floyd knew the resources, and we had the kind of people and the kind of fast-moving love that brought someone they didn't even, well, Mitch didn't know me, Dave and Leif know me, into the church. So for that resource, I will always be grateful to Kinship, and I always want to try to make sure that it helps somebody else.